Deep in the heart of a big forest, under the branches of a very old tree, sits a special place called Firefly Grove. Here in Firefly Grove, the weather's getting cooler and the nights are getting longer. And everyone is ready for their favorite time of year, Halloween. When the weather changes, the fireflies harvest the last of the summer flowers and enjoy a great feast with friends from all over the forest before they settle in for a long winter's rest. Tonight is the night of the Halloween harvest celebration. We welcome you to be our guests as we join our firefly friends in the grove.
Every year at the Halloween harvest, we start by singing our Firefly Grove song. So follow along with me as we sing the song and do all the motions. Here we go. Come and follow me down to Firefly Grove. Let the night sky light the way. Come and follow me down to Firefly Grove, where we'll sing and dance and play. Through the sky we will fly, 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 fly. Fill the night with our light, 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 light. In the dark find your spark, 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 spark. We're as bright as the moon. Come and follow me down to Firefly Grove. Let the night sky light the way. Come and follow me down to Firefly Grove, where we'll sing and dance and play. Great job, everyone.
The guests are finally arriving for the Halloween harvest celebration. Spark, the littlest firefly in the grove, has been ready for a while now. She made her costume all by herself, with her mother's help, and she can't wait to show it off.
I wonder if my friends will recognize me in my costume.
As she was about to join the festivities, Spark noticed a fluffy little tail behind a tree trunk.
Hi, Scout!
Oh, you scared me.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to startle you. I'm just so excited that it's Halloween. Do you like my costume? I'm a fairy.
Oh, wow, you really do look like a fairy.
Where's your costume?
Oh, well, to be honest, I haven't put it on yet because I don't think I'm going to go to the party. I'm a little nervous.
Nervous?
Well, I've heard Halloween parties can be scary, and I don't like things that are scary.
Oh, well, don't worry. A Halloween party doesn't have to be scary. There's gonna be music and dancing and lots of fun costumes. And some of the costumes might be a little bit scary, but just remember, it's just our friends in silly clothes.
Oh, actually, that does sound pretty fun. What kind of costume should I wear?
Well, you could be anything.
Oh, let's see. What about this one?
Oh my, what big eyes you have.
Oh, the hat's a little itchy. I don't think this is the one.
Okay.
What about this one?
Wow, what a beautiful crown.
Thanks. Oh, but you know what? You make a much better fairy princess.
Aw, thanks.
Let me try another one. Arrgh!
Oh, wow.
I think this is the one.
Yeah, that's perfect. Come on, we better go. We don't want to miss the dancing.
Okay.
Costume Parade. Stand up and follow along with us. Bats and spiders, you know what it means. Once a year, it's time for Halloween. Pick a costume, silly or scary. What will you be? Let's all join the costume parade. March in time Halloween dance.
Guys, I hope you guys are ready to do a spooky dance with me today, okay? Alright, get your claws ready. Alright, here we go. Just follow along. And down, and up, and down again. Up, down, up, down, and there you go. Other side. And we're gonna turn and clap. Turn. And clap and bop. Good. Again. And bop. Good. Here we go. Again. And down. Up and down. Good. And there you go. One more. And turn and clap. And bop. Good job. One more time. And bop. Alright, it's a freestyle hour, alright? Want to see your best moves. Go for it, go. And up, and down, and up, and down. Good, other way, up, and down, and twist. Good. One more time. And pose. Good job.
Phew, I am tired from all of that dancing. Let's go get some party treats.
Oh, I didn't know there would be treats.
Well, every good party has snacks. Squash petals, patapan roots, and my favorite, pumpkin flower juice.
Oh, wow. That does sound yummy. Oh, could we try a little bit of everything just to see what we like?
Well, that does sound like a delicious idea,
Yeah.
but we can't eat too many treats because we'll get a tummy ache.
Oh.
Trust me. I know. Let's take our snacks and go listen to some spooky stories.
Oh, spooky stories. I don't know.
Oh, well, they're not too spooky, and I'll sit right next to you so you won't be scared. Come on, let's go. Nighttime in the forest.
Night. Nighttime. Nighttime in the forest. Who goes wandering in the woods at night? Listen, listen, listen. Shh. Listen to the sounds. Shh. The symphony of the woods. The cool breeze creeps through the whispering trees. Whisper, whisper, whisper. Chills you down to your shivering bones. Knees knocking, teeth chattering. Old leaves crackling. Crack, 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 crack. Under your feet. Can you hear it? Listen. Shh. Scurrying feet under tall grass. Squeaking mice. And chirping bugs. A lonesome howling cry. Oh! The beating of your heart grows louder. Beat, 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 beat. Listen. Shh, listen. Dark. Darkness. Darkness falls on the woods, woods, woods. Shh, listen. Will you go wandering in the woods at night?
little pumpkin.
Once upon a time, in a faraway field, a small pumpkin patch lay nestled on a hill. The pumpkins in the patch were short, tall, round, bumpy, orange, yellow, green, and several other shapes, sizes, and colors. But perhaps most importantly, they were happy. On a nearby hill sat a lonely little pumpkin all by himself. When the spring winds had blown the pumpkin seeds across the field, his seed had blown farther than the others to another hill nearby. Every day he stared longingly at the pumpkin patch on the other hill and imagined what it must be like to be nestled among friends. I wish I grew in a pumpkin patch with lots of other pumpkins. I'm so lonely over here on my hill. Sometimes the lonely little pumpkin reached his vines as far as he could toward the pumpkin patch, wishing he could touch the other pumpkins to let them know he was there. If I could get them to see me, we could be friends. But he couldn't quite reach far enough. One day, as he was reaching his vines toward the pumpkin patch, he lost his balance and rolled once toward the edge of the hill. Phew! That was close. I nearly rolled right down my hill. I probably would have kept rolling until I reached the pumpkin patch. Now the lonely little pumpkin had an idea. He would just have to build up his courage and roll down the hill and up the other hill until he was nestled in the pumpkin patch with all the other pumpkins. He rocked back and forth and back and forth, trying to get enough momentum to roll himself down the hill. 1, 2, 3, roll! Phew! It took a lot of work. He tried again. 1, 2, 3, roll! And then he had to take a break. He tried a third time. Let's help him count as he builds up his momentum. 1, 2, 3, roll! He rolled down, down, down the hill, across the bottom, and as he started to roll up the other side, he felt himself losing speed until he slowly rolled to a stop and then started to roll backward down the hill. He rolled between the two hills like a marble. Whoa! When he finally came to a stop, the lonely little pumpkin looked around. He was at the bottom of his hill and the bottom of the pumpkin patch hill. And all that rolling had just given him a big crack on the side of his shell. Ouch! Oh dear, now I have a crack in my shell, and I'm still not in the pumpkin patch with the other pumpkins. It was hard enough rolling down my own hill, but how will I find the strength to roll up another hill? I've got to try. 1, 2, 3, roll! Ugh. He tried again. 1, 2, 3, roll! Ugh. He tried a third time with all of his strength. 1, 2, 3, roll! Ugh. Each time he rolled back down the hill. The lonely little pumpkin rolled over rocks and sticks, poking more holes into his already cracked shell. Oh, it's no use. I just don't have the strength to get up the other hill. And now it's getting dark outside, and it'll be harder to avoid these rocks and sticks, and I'll end up with holes all over my shell. I should rest and try again in the morning. But the pumpkin was so sad that he didn't make it up the hill, and he was so concerned with where he would find the strength to roll up another hill that he just couldn't sleep. As the sun went down, the little pumpkin looked up and saw a strange light in the sky. It wasn't the moon, and it wasn't a star. It was a little firefly out searching for food in the forest. Hey down here! Can you help me? The firefly flew down to the pumpkin. I didn't know there were any pumpkins down here. The pumpkin looked at the firefly and said, I'm so glad you're here. It's getting dark and I can't see what I'm doing, and I'm just trying to roll up this hill, but I keep hitting rocks and sticks. Can you light my way? Sure, said the firefly. The pumpkin tried again. 1, 2, 3, roll! Oh, but he was just too tired. The firefly had an idea. She flew up to the pumpkin patch and explained to the other pumpkins that there was a lonely little pumpkin at the bottom of the hill who needed their help. They looked down over the edge of their hill, but they couldn't see any little pumpkin. It was so dark outside tonight. The firefly had another idea and flew down to the lonely little pumpkin at the bottom of the hill. She said, the other pumpkins are going to help you up the hill, but they can't find you in the dark. We need to make you brighter so they can see you. The firefly flew into the crack on the side of the pumpkin shell. Suddenly, all of the cracks and divots in the side of the pumpkin lit up the night. The other pumpkins were able to see the lonely pumpkin, and they reached down their vines and pulled him up the side of the hill, right into their patch. He was so happy to be with the other pumpkins, and they were so happy to have a new friend. And every night, the firefly visited so everyone could see the happy little pumpkin's smiling face.
Wow, I can't believe the party's already over. Well, it feels like I just got here. Oh, if I hadn't been so nervous, then I could have come in sooner and celebrated longer.
Well, don't worry. We hold the Halloween harvest every year. And now that you know what to expect, you won't be so nervous next time. Besides, we still had time to sing and dance and listen to spooky stories and eat lots of yummy treats.
Oh, yeah. I'm so full of pumpkin flower juice, I'm gonna burst.
I think this was my favorite Halloween harvest ever. Thank you, Scout.
Oh, for what? You're the one who helped me.
Well, a party is more fun with friends.
Ah, don't mention it. Well, I've got to go. I've got to start planning my costume for next year. Well, goodbye, Spark.
Goodbye, Scout. Happy Halloween.